will live today, or I can make the time you play. You never say you're not a day.
Hello everyone, this is Second Rider Rage here, bringing you top 15 legendaries in Legacy Wars. Now this is a tough one because there's a lot of legendaries and I really kind of thought about it and I kind of narrowed it down. And it was kind of hard, but I think I have a decent list. Well, we'll see though. So let's start with number 15. I'm giving it to Trent. Even though Trent got a nerf, I believe he's still a hard-hitting character. Yeah, Draco Assault was his hard-hitting move, but even with the damage nerf that they gave it, it's still the best combo setup. Dash Punch into your 3 cost into your Draco Assault. It's not going to do as much damage as it needs to be, but it still gets the job done. But that's why he's just number 15. Number 14. Daishi. Again, another legendary that got nerfed for no reason. He's still one of the best cancel bait block character we got. He could just, all his moves are all 3 of his strikes are cancels. So he could pretty much bait the blocks and then just go full ham. And if they don't have a block, you pretty much could just beat the crap out of them. But yeah, with the nerf on this breaker damage, it's kind of fell down pretty hard, but he's still top up there with the best legendaries. So yeah, that is number 14. Number 13. RJ. Another character that got nerfed a while back and hasn't been like the same as all. He's still a very good strike heavy character, but he also could bait blocks as well. So it sets up a lot of plays. Not to mention his super still kind of is what combo starters are usually are. You build up 10 AP, you do your super, and then you go full ham in there. RJ's still one of the best up there. He's just down the chopping blocks due to all the other better legendaries that are going to come on their way. But yeah, that is number 13. Number 14. No, not 14. Number 12, my bad. Dragon Shield Kim. Or, yeah, Dragon Shield Kim. What can we say about this character? This character turtles a lot. It's one of the best turtle characters. Hold on. Sorry about that, it was just ambulance. But yeah, it's one of the best turtle characters. I think anyone that fights Dragon Shield Kim, expect them to just be a wall of a statue and just spam their middle slot. But if you do get them weak, that's when she becomes super dangerous because her middle slot is just busted. It's just a better version of Dino Tommy where his super could just kill you. It's the same thing with her. Once she pops super, she's gonna do all this damage and just beat you down. But that puts her at number 12. Number 11, Daggeron. Daggeron used to be way up there on the list. He's just dropped way down because, again, another character that got nerfed for no reason. His nerf really kind of like made him not that great where people could kind of just get out of there. Yes, he does have healing factor when he pops super, but it's not as much. It's not a saving grace because his moves got changed. So his breakers are not the same now. They're not as strong as they used to be. But that puts him at like number 11. Number 10 now. Cam. By far a good hard-hitting character that legit silence anyone's middle slot. And a lot of our legendary characters have busted middle slots. You could just beat the heck out of them once you silence it. Orion, Aiyon, venjix. Any character that has a middle slot, you could just silence it. And he's still one of the most hard-hitting legendaries. Because that middle slot is by far his dangerous freaking move. His honorable soul is still fast as well. I think he has the fastest strike out of almost characters. But it puts him in top 10. Number 9, I'm going to give it to Ransik. A better legendary, or a newer legendary that, even though he has a weird breaker on that primary slot, Mutant Venjix, all his slots are 3s and 4s, and he has a super. I mean, if you run up to him, Knee Sword could just jump over a lot of things that kind of get you in a lock. He has a good breaker that could pop you up that allows you to build up EP. He does have a good strike that could cancel, but obviously, and then Mutant Venjix is a chase down. It's bugged though. I feel like it's bugged because it could just dodge 1 millisecond and you kind of miss. But he still could do a lot of combos. And his super's not that bad. But that puts him at number 9. Number 8. Devon. With that buff to his 4 cost from being a 5 to 4, Devon is still a very dangerous legendary. A lot of people kind of jumped on the Devon book train and really kind of beat you down with that primary slot. Pretty much waste their block with your strike because it's quick enough. Go into your breaker, hit your super. You can do your super at least twice now, or 3 if you get lucky. But I think it's the most you could do is 2. But really, Devon is one of those dangerous characters that he could chase you down like a cat that he is. He could chase you down and put him slightly above Ransik because he could build up meters so quick and he could just do a lot of damage with that breaker. But that was number 8. Number 7, Zaytos. Zaytos is by far a very dangerous character under certain people's hands. Not a lot of people could master Zaytos, or a lot of people cannot play it right. And there's certain people that could do so much damage to you just by switching stance. Popping up, switching stance, doing all these combos, build it up, switch back. And he's just dangerous because he has a switch stance that could set up a whole different kit. Think Daggeron when Daggeron first came out, but better. Because he has a lot of ways to get in there and get out there. And Zayto is by far a very good legendary. That's why he's number 7. Number 6, Aisha. Definitely a very good character that could legit go underground to get out of strikes. She has a full screen breaker that chases you down, a mid-range ninja breaker that could do a lot of combos, and pretty much a basic strike that's like Solar or Roxy where they could do it. Not to mention, her super is such a game changer. The fact that it gives it armor that you could just run up to someone, stomp them if you have 10 AP and do a lot of damage just because of that super becomes a clutchback. I have lost so many times because of that armor move because I cannot kill them in time and they just come and beat me down. But that is number 6. Number 5. Ninja Tommy. No matter how many nerfs you give Ninja Tommy is still going to be up there because he's just a free character. His middle slots are still best chase downs. They feel like it's a full screen chase down. He has a counter move that could kind of sweep if they don't block it in time. And he has a good poke damage and ninja strike. Not to mention your super still doesn't go away. Even if you use it, you can use one, save it for where you need to do something and then go that. But his middle slot is always going to be the game changer. Just because of the weird wonky hitbox that it has that people could get caught by that. But it's still up there. No matter what nerfs he gets, he's still number 5. Number 4. Unfortunately, with the nerf that he got, he slightly went down. But it put him at number 4 between the 3 we have. It was really hard to choose between these 2, honestly. But Orion dropped down to number 4. With the nerf that he got, with his counter move, it really kind of like slowed him down a bit, where now people could kind of like run amok on him. But don't get me wrong, Orion's middle slot is still the best dangerous move that he has. Not to mention his super meter did get toned down a bit, so it takes longer to get your super. So your super is just a game ender now. But really, his middle slot still is one of the strongest chase downs and damage wise. Your silver combo is the only thing that I hit that makes it a little bit more challenging, so people could kind of like bait it out. But Orion kind of just dropped down to number 4. He still hits hard, he's still good, but between this number 3, yeah. Number 3, I know people might not think this is right, but number 3 is venjix. Still a good in-your-face character that takes EP, staggers you, could pretty much do a lot of combo. You could cancel your counter move into bait into your breaker. But just the fact that Violence Transfer is a 3 that can set up a lot of plays. If you have strong assist with it, you can just stagger them, assist, go into your breaker. You have a super that could pretty much do tick damage as well. And it does build up meter as well if you build it up. But yeah, between Orion and venjix, I think venjix slightly just beats over Orion. Slightly. It was a tough one between these 2, but I had to give it to venjix as number 3. Number 2. Master Morpher Tommy. With the nerf of Orion, a lot of people are going to be jumping on Master Morpher Tommy when he comes out of premium, if he comes out of premium. Yeah, this character is not too good with that middle slot. Fast mid-screen breaker, a quick 4 cost, poke damage, and then a kind of succeed. But not to mention another super that legit winds up building meter to do your combos. Again, another combo heavy character with this meter building up. But that is number 2, and we all know who number 1 is, guys. Isn't it? It's obvious who number 1 is. Aiyon, the most dominating. Anyone could hop on this character and get to elite type of character. This middle slot is just too damn free. Good mid range from the hitbox it has. A breaker that kind of sends you up in the air to build up meter. A quick strike that can bait blocks. You have a counter move that's not that great, but if it connects all your combos, yeah. And a super that literally like build up meter, hit your super, do all your combos again, and just beat your opponent down. Yeah, Aiyon's gonna be number one for a good while until he gets a good nerf. He didn't even get nerfed, Orion did, but yeah, Aiyon just a free one. Now for honorable mentions, I will just have to give the two Street Fighter characters. No, yeah, two Street Fighter characters. Chun-Li Ranger, kinda, but not people don't play her anymore. And it's like yeah, and Bison. Even though he does a lot of damage, a lot of people don't play him because it's just all you gotta do is just spam your strike when he does a breaker assist, or hope you get lucky hitting your block on the knee press one. And who else? Carter. I would have put Carter out there as well, but a lot of people don't play Carter because he's a skill-based character, and a lot of people don't rely on skills. They want easy characters that do one button. So yeah, it was a tough one to put him up there. Same as Eric, and Dragon Armor Trini got nerfed pretty hard, so she's not. Now people just put her to the side. Yes, she's dangerous, but she's honorable mention. She could have been up there if I would have made a longer list. And Dragon Shield Jace, the same thing. Just a good primary slot that sets up a lot of plays, but most people, that's all you really get is your primary slot. I could have chose anyone else, but at the end of the day, it was just hard to decide. I could have just put a lot of characters in and make it top 20. But yeah, that is my list. Tell me what you guys think of the list. Comment down below. Is it a good list or bad list? I'd like to hear, because this is my opinion, and I know everyone has their own opinions on what legendaries are or who should be in there, but coming to when it comes to playing this game a lot, these are the ones I fight with, or what people fight with, or kind of deal with more. But yeah, it's always a super is a key. So yeah, this is Sakurada Raid, saying peace.